Hey, this video is about Wiccan beginners, as you can see in the title above me. I want to talk about how I came, how I set up altar when I was a beginner. I didn't have as much as some of you guys got from the beginning of Wicca. Dollar Tree was the only store that was available to me at the moment for beginning of altar setup and stuff like that. Thankfully my mom was understanding about it and let me actually have incense and candles, but for most of you can't, and that's sucky. But there is these candles out there. It's really safe. You can probably convince your parents by agreeing with you on it. It's at the Dollar Tree as well. Lightless candles, they're electronically lit, so you can just light them on and they create this illuminates lighting effect of a candlelight effect. You could do that. That is totally acceptable. Many don't know, but electricity is related to the element of fire, so having that may not be the fire element itself that you can see and feel, but it is electricity and it is surging heat and fire, so there is fire representation there, so it's safe. Incense, somewhat completely harmless, but some parents don't like their kids to have lighters. A great way is to actually a great way that I did was I always had a fan rolling in. I always had a ceiling fan above me, so to have that reputation of air around me. An antheme. Some of you can't have knives, so I relatively use a butter knife. It may not be pretty, it may look kind of funny, me holding a butter knife and saying hail, you know, hail to the waters of the watchtowers of this, blah blah blah. I have a butter knife. I look like I'm gonna bread toast in the middle of ritual, but it was, and I still have it somewhere in my altar stuff, but I still have it, and I do love it. It still has that energy in it. I'm not gonna forget about it, but it still has energy in it. Another great source of not having an actual physical altar is that I transform my bed, which is very comfortable, into a sacred space. Because when you're sitting on your bed, it's like a box of protection, and it's around you, and you're kind of protected from a lot of things. And you can create your elements around you, and be in the center of your room, be in the center of your, and then that would be center of your circle, and it would be representing as your altar. And I did that, and my body, which sad to say is an altar, and it is an element, it is everything that's incorporated. So when I did represent stuff for elements and I didn't have anything, I would use my body as an altar. For air, I blew, I fanned, I did something. For water, I would have sweat for water, because it was really hot in my room. So I'd sweat. And I'm not saying this is every time I cast a circle. This is like most of the time when I actually had nothing and I couldn't have nothing. So I use sweat. I use a little bit of saliva for water. For earth, I basically grind up dead skin cell, which is kind of sick. But I did this and I visualized sand coming out of me. And for fire, I just did, you know, my heat in my body. So right there is a repetition of elements within you, and it's everything. So that's how I did it for Wiccan. For Wiccans, for beginners, you can do it. But if not, there is cheap stores out there. There's the Goodwill, which I do a lot of my Wicca shoppings there, and other places too. For my Wicca finding videos too as well. Another thing is a good place is Dollar Tree. They have candles and incense. They have bowls for waters. They have salt there for earth. So you have your basic elements. And casting a circle is easy with a butter knife. I'm just telling you, it's everything like that. It's really simple. Just you got to view things and objects and utensils as a sacred tool, just as valuable as an antheme, or just as valuable as an expensive antheme or expensive chalice. It's just viewed as that. For my cup, it was a wine glass. And still to this day, I still use a wine glass. I use that Pacific wine glass. You may see in my altar there's brass, but I prefer to use wine glass because when brass and acidic products like grape juice, like stuff like that, it makes it taste zangy, and I don't want to taste zangy stuff. So I have a brass for just mixtures of the earth and water together for elements. But for actual drinking and libation, for libation, or for giving thanks to gods, I use a regular wine glass, which is really amazing. Just make sure it's clean and constantly. So I hope this kind of helps a little bit for Wiccan and beginners. And if you have any questions, comment below. I'll be happy to answer it, because I know how it is to feel like having nothing to hope for. And so yeah, and this video is for Wiccan Boy, or Wicca Boy 011. It's for him. He's pretty awesome. Miguel, you're pretty awesome. You're really, really awesome. You remind me of Little Me, which is amazing. But amazingly, you just remind me of me. So yeah, blessed be, peace, and enjoy, and make sure you're open-minded and love everyone. Be good advice to give out. Love you guys. Bye.